'cause it's a very, very mad world.
What's up, everybody? It's the Game Adaptation newscast here, and today I wanted to talk about the Netflix Gears of War movie. Some new information has finally been coming out. This movie has been in development for so long that Marcus Fenix has probably fought 3 additional wars, retired twice, and started collecting coupons.
I'm punching the tears back into my brain!
Seriously, the original idea for a Gears movie dates back to 2007. When George Bush was president, the iPhone just launched, and people still thought Halo 3 matchmaking was the peak of human civilization. And yet somehow we're only now getting close to a Gears movie. But for the first time in years, this thing actually seems real.
This franchise has lost its spirit.
Don't forget to take a moment to like and subscribe. It really helps a brother out and it goes a long way. So let's grab our lancers, rev up our chainsaws, and find out everything we know so far.
This is the Coalition Emergency Broadcast System.
So who's making this thing? The biggest reason fans should be cautiously optimistic is the creative team. The movie is being directed by David Leitch, the man behind movies like Bullet Train, The Fall Guy, Deadpool 2, and one of the John Wick films. If you've ever watched somebody get launched through 3 walls, hit by a truck, and somehow still continue fighting, congratulations. You've already seen a David Leitch movie. But if anyone understands giant, muscular lunatic solving problems with violence, it's definitely him.
Coltrane don't go woo-woo. It's woo!
The screenplay is being written by Jon Spaihts, known for Dune, Doctor Strange, and Prometheus, which means we're getting a writer experienced in massive sci-fi worlds, ancient monsters, and humanity fighting for survival.
You hairy-assed heroes can breeze through all that shit.
What's the story? For years, nobody knew. Netflix was keeping this thing locked up tighter than a locust prison cell, but this week, we finally got some real plot details. The official premise is the origin of Delta Squad, a ragtag group of soldiers fighting for survival against the Locust Horde. This is the first real story information we've gotten since the project was announced by Netflix years ago. Xbox executive Matt Booty recently explained what they believe makes Gears work, and surprisingly, it isn't chainsaw bayonets. He said the heart of Gears is brotherhood and the bonds between teammates. He pointed to the Coalition's famous motto, "Never fight alone." And honestly, he's right. Monsters are cool, the guns are cool. People remember Marcus and Dom, Dom and Maria, Cole and Bard arguing constantly.
Not you, her. You were great. I loved your speech there, especially with the bitch-ass stuff. Very good, very enlightening.
Old relationships are what make the story work. If Netflix understands that, they're already ahead of several other video game adaptations.
So what's your plan? Nag it to death? Wait a minute. You actually could.
The current theory about the timeline is the movie takes place before the events of the original game, potentially exploring Delta Squad's earliest days during the Locust War, which makes a lot of sense. Xbox is releasing Gears of War E-Day later this year, another prequel exploring the early stages of humanity's war against the Locusts. So everything suddenly feels coordinated, which is not a sentence I expected to say about Hollywood, with Marcus and Dom and a bunch of oversized soldiers who look like refrigerators wearing football pads. And of course you got the Locust Horde, the underground nightmare creatures whose primary hobby is ruining everyone's day. This sounds like a smart move because Gears isn't really about complicated political intrigue, it's about friendship, brotherhood, sacrifice. And occasionally using a chainsaw attached to a rifle, slice a locust in half. The famous Gears motto has always been never fight alone, which honestly sounds much nicer than let's chainsaw this monster together.
Sounds like shit got thick for you.
It did.
What about casting? So far, absolutely nothing. No one has officially been cast. Nobody, no Marcus, no Dom, not Baird, not Cole. Even random gear number 7 who dies to demonstrate the stakes. but there have been years of fan campaigns asking for Dave Bautista Fenix, and Bautista himself campaigned to play Marcus Fenix, though I don't know if he still feels that way now as that was a few years ago. Many fans online continue to push for it. Honestly, the man already looks, he was grown in a Gears laboratory. Current Bautista has lost some weight. I wonder if he'd still want to do it. As much as I'm sick of Dwayne Johnson, he still would be a good fit physically, but also John Cena might as well. If Bautista ever showed up carrying a Lancer, no one would question it. People would just assume he came directly from Sarah.
Whoa, stay back. He would think the first thing he sees is his mother.
So the movie is actually happening, because even though we've heard Gears movie coming soon for nearly 20 years, we recently had an update from the director who delivered a very encouraging update. He said the script is in great shape, Netflix fully committed, the coalition, the developers of the games are heavily involved, and the movie is moving forward. In fact, he literally said Netflix is 100% behind it, which is the most confidence we've heard from this project since chainsaw bayonets were invented.
We need to blow his brains out his ass.
They're also developing an adult animated Gears of War series, because apparently somebody at Netflix looked at giant monsters, chainsaw executions, exploding bodies, and endless warfare and thought, you know what, this needs more content. And they're probably right. The Gears universe is huge. There are decades of wars, characters, and horrifying creatures to explore.
First my tomatoes, now this.
And if somebody on YouTube claims they know the release date, they're probably lying, or they work at Netflix, and if they work at Netflix, they're probably lying anyway. Realistically, we're looking at 2027 or later, which means you still have enough time to replay the entire franchise, plus Gears E-Day, which is coming out this fall, and cry over Dom again and argue about who should play Marcus approximately 4,000 more times. For the first time in years, the Gears movie actually has some momentum.
Momentum.
A respected action director, a proven sci-fi writer, a story focused on the origins of Delta Squad, Netflix fully backing the project, and the coalition helping keep things authentic for the screen. Could it still go possibly wrong? You never know. It's Hollywood. Anything could happen. Marcus Fenix could end up being played by Timothy Shamisham, and the entire internet would immediately burst into flames. This is the most promising the Gears movie has looked in a long time. If they nail the Brotherhood and the brutality and the chainsaw gun, we're already halfway there.
Fuck you! We're gonna whoop your mama's ass! Whoa!
So let me know in the comments, who do you think should play Marcus Fenix? And if your answer isn't Dave Bautista, please submit a 20-page essay explaining yourself. Thanks for watching, and remember, never fight alone. See you next time. Tegan out. Tegan.